Africa's cities are growing fast, with populations expected to double in the next 25 years. As these urban areas grow both more dense and more spread out, protecting communities from flooding, erosion, and other natural hazards becomes more and more difficult for urban planners and community leaders. Open Cities Africa is a continental initiative, building open data ecosystems to facilitate innovative, data-driven urban planning and disaster risk management.
So after working for 5 years in different countries and contexts, we've really been kind of consolidating the lessons learned and best practices around using digital cartography, technology, and community participation for disaster risk management and sustainable development.
Crowdsourcing geospatial data at scale with OpenStreetMap was first used in Haiti in response to the 2010 earthquake. Since then, the focus of data collection has shifted from disaster response to disaster prevention and management.
In 10 cities, in partnership with World Bank teams and government and local organizations to implement the different activities. And we're working on issues ranging from flood risk management, urban upgrading of housing and services, coastal erosions, as well as waste management. And so in all of these various contexts and with these various partners, we really have a couple objectives. First is to create a very high quality data that's directly relevant to those projects and those issues. And second, beyond the data and the tools, we really want to create skills and at individual level around digital cartography, crowdsourcing, software development and information design, but also then create a network within cities and across cities so that these communities around OpenStreetMap and tech can really come together with the government and with the World Bank to maintain those data in the future.
Open Cities combines desktop mapping with local fieldwork to create a complete risk data ecosystem. Remote mappers use satellite imagery to trace real-world features into OpenStreetMap. Field mappers add local information to the map, such as the names of streets, rivers, schools, and other critical infrastructure. The map data created can be used to teach others about the community, participate in urban planning and community upgrading, and to plan for and respond to disasters. And with the Regional Open Cities Africa program, Open Cities teams are trained in innovative methodologies for better data collection, sharing, and use.
Open Cities is different this time around, first because of scale. We're working across 10 cities in Africa simultaneously, so we're trying to build a really strong regional network, a solid base, a cohort as such that can work together and rely on each other. They can troubleshoot and they can compare notes. We've taken a hybrid approach to learning this time that involves face-to-face learning at regional training. We also have professional development in the form of conference attendance, and then we have our online platform. And the online platform is a very structured approach to the content. We have various different modules that the participants interact with and get detailed feedback on, and those feed directly into the project deliverables for Open Cities.
So we're also exploring some new approaches to program design to maximize the impact of our Open Cities Africa projects. Teams will be carrying out gender analyses to better understand how men and women are affected differently by the challenges they're seeking to address. So men and women may have different roles and responsibilities, different schedules, or varied access to information, and all of those factors could influence how they're affected by a natural hazard. To maximize impact, we'll be working with city teams to provide them with training on user-centered design. This will ensure that their final tools or data products are designed around the needs of all project beneficiaries.
I think the approach of the Open Cities program is different in that it's really focused on building the capacity of mapping communities and empowering mapping communities or local communities to collect the data themselves, to do this on a permanent basis, and because you give them the ownership of this data, to collect, in fact, very often much better quality data.
Their impact is felt at the end of the day because they were involved from day one.
Il s'agit d'un projet à la fois local dans un pays, dans une ville, mais il s'agit aussi d'un projet pratiquement continental. C'est une dizaine de villes africaines.
Cities are changing really fast. So we as geographers, as map makers, need to develop processes and technologies that will allow our data and our representations, our understandings of those cities to keep pace. And so this could involve everything from drones and sensors and machine learning, but also building local networks, communities, and increasing the amount of people that are involved in the process.